In this episode, we're talking about publicist. But what exactly is a publicist? Bonjour. Hello, everyone. I'm Nata, host of the Nata PR School podcast. You're a successful entrepreneur or marketing manager, and you're about to launch a new product or service, or you've been selling your goods for quite some time, but you want to learn how to increase your visibility, get known, and reach more clients? At Nata PR, we deal with real clients every day, and we'll teach you simple, fun, and honest PR solutions. You'll learn easy steps to combine PR to social media right now. Keep listening and let's get started. Bonjour, hello, and welcome to the Nata PR School podcast, episode 248. Welcome, my PR friends. What is a publicist? I was talking to our expert in SEO. We are doing a lot of efforts to position Nata PR agency in different markets, and we are working with this expert, and she was telling us that many people are looking for the term and the word publicist when it comes to public relations. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't heard that term in a long time, especially in French. We don't really use it anymore. But so let's talk about it. So what is a publicist, right? To me, it's kind of a word that carries intrigue. It's an old word. It takes us back to a time when this profession really unfolded behind the scenes. Long before, of course, internet, social media, and influencer marketing for sure, especially in fashion, beauty, design, also in the entertainment world. Those publicists were, some of them, extremely famous and key figures. Some of them were recognized, many women, of course, in that field, a few men, but more women than men. They were recognized as true experts. Their role went really sometimes far beyond just sharing information with media. So they shaped careers sometimes. They created events, and they knew how to captivate the media, for sure. Some were like just crazy amazing. Let's take, for example, Eleanor Lambert. She founded New York Fashion Week. We forget about these women, and created the fashion calendar. And I'm not sure if Oscar de la Renta and some other, like Calvin Klein, the Calvin Klein of this world, like the American brands, were working with her, probably. And she was probably asking herself, so how can I make these talents known and seen and talked about? So she created the New York Fashion Week. So that's Eleanor Lambert. Is that amazing? We forget about these women. They were like, more than publicists, they were like, some of them, real visionary. I love that. And in Hollywood, I don't know if you've heard about Lois Smith. She had a very long life. She died not so long ago, in her 80s, and she had a gift for turning personalities, actresses, into icon. She was behind Marilyn Monroe. And Marilyn, for sure, owes her a lot. She probably shaped many of her events. Smith knew how to, of course, orchestrate public appearances, for sure. She was managing relationship with journalists. She certainly knew how to build around a personality and how to tell a story. So isn't that interesting? So being a publicist back then meant having this precious contact book, the little black book, the little contact books. Know that it still exists. I have one. I have a very interesting one in North America for those who want to work with someone that still has this publicity flair. I've been around for 35 years, and founded Nata PR 25 years ago. So yes, if you work with us, you're going to benefit from that. But it's interesting when you do some research, to find out that back in the days, that was like a key thing, the key point for someone to work with a publicist. They had to have this amazing little book of contacts in the industry they were in, and of course, this unfailing instinct for telling story. So these publicists, their influence was built, of course, on trust, respect, professional rigor. They, I'm sure, worked tirelessly, and it's fun to see that we still have part of it, that the essence of Nata PR, sometimes it's hard for me to explain what's different, but this is part of it because our core business is still about that, having these deep roots and connections. So PR agencies, of course, have taken over these publicists, but we still, yes, in our daily work, we juggle with journalists, but now, of course, influencers, social media, visual content, digital partnership, and so many other things, and even paid advertising today. So our scope is way more wide, let's say, so much more that we do. But that's what's passionate too about the evolution. So results now are measured differently, reach, engagement, right? Conversations. Yes, it's very similar and very different in the sense that despite these sophisticated tools that we have today, the essence of the publicists and us, the public relation agencies, remains the same. Whether it's a journalist in the 50s or a content creator today, strong stories, authentic narratives. Authentic is such a famous word for the past few years, and genuine human connections remain the key to building awareness for a product or a personality, of course. So the word publicist is still widely searched online, which is so interesting to me. So yesterday's publicists and today's agencies share one thing in common. We're looking for what? Lasting visibility for our client. We are building career sometimes, profile, the image of a company, so on storytelling and real human relationships. We're still humans at the end of the day. This doesn't evolve very quickly, as you probably know. Even if we have all those tools today, humans are still humans. So connecting humans is still the core of what we're doing. But thinking about publicists to me really evokes like elegance, subtlety, boldness. They were real pioneers, these women, and it was so much fun to just do some little researches quickly to find out who they were, what they were doing, and their legacy still lives today, of course, in probably every press releases that we send out in our event and in strategy, especially at the core of Nata PR agency, because we have that deep roots, we care, we work hard, we just don't sell recipe to just anyone. And in the end, no matter the tools, right? No matter the era, our profession remains the same, waving stories, creating connections, and building visibility that lasts. As you can see, I still love PR so much. This is why us, PR professional, we continue today. We are still inspired by these women who shaped, these publicists who shaped the story of PR. And before I end this podcast, I want to remind you and invite you to our next free workshop. Where I'll be telling you everything about the number one tool in PR, which is the famous press release. Reserve your spot. The link is right below, free workshop, even if you can't attend, because then you'll be able to see the replay. And don't miss one of our last cohort where I'm going to be teaching you 6 weeks, and I'll be there every single week, helping you every step of the way. It's fun and easy, I promise. And you'll know how to get the media talk about you, how to get featured for free. Yes, it's possible. You can do it. I promise. I've done it with I don't know how many students today. So get on our program, and I hope to see you in class. And more than anything, of course, I hope you'll be listening to this podcast again in 2 weeks. Hey, you want to learn more about how to implement PR strategies? Head on to natapr.com and get on our list. You will also receive the Nata PR model on how to create a successful PR campaign. If you want to become a client, just send us an email to nata@natapr.com. Talk to you next week. À la semaine prochaine.